Hi guys, and welcome back to another trip report. Today I am at Hamad International Airport in Doha, having just landed from Muscat, and I am now ready to begin my journey back home to London. I have a 2-hour layover at Hamad Airport, which is one of the best airports I've ever been to. You can see the teddy bear there, which is a staple feature of the airport. And during my layover, all I'm going to be doing is just walking through the airport, taking in the sights, checking out the shops, hoping that time goes by quite quickly. So we've done pre-boarding and just looking out the apron, and you can see the tail of our aircraft today. So boarding has begun. It was pretty smooth, to be fair, no delays. I was in zone 2. Today's aircraft is the Boeing 777-300ER, registration number A7-Bravo Alpha Oscar. It's a 16-year-old aircraft with its first flight on the 10th of December 2008. My flight into Doha was on the Airbus A380, so it will be quite fascinating to see the differences between that aircraft and the Boeing 777 that I'm about to fly on today. You can see the QSuites here. Hopefully one day I get to fly on them. Today is not that day, but from what I've seen they look really cool, really nice. Seats look massive as well, so yeah, hopefully one day I'll fly on those. I know they are very expensive and probably one of the best business class seats you'll get alongside with Emirates.
Because the duty free bags has to be under the seat, ma'am. Yeah, yeah. This bag under the seat in front of you, ma'am. Three bags under the seat.
Today's flight we have seats 40A and 40B, which is just behind the wing, so we've got a pretty decent view outside the window, which is always a bonus. Now on our seats we've got a USB-A port, and we've got a headphone jack alongside a remote for the entertainment screen. We've got folding tray that unfolds as well, pretty small compared to the tray that I had on my previous flight, which was the A320. Leg room on this flight is pretty good, but as you can see on the bottom there's like a little mini part of the front seat which essentially takes away some of the space you've got, but other than that, me being 5'6", I've got plenty of space, but obviously having that thingy there is a bit annoying. And here's my view from outside the window. Now as always, the headrest is adjustable. It moves left and right like that, and up and down to suit whatever way you want. Now let's have a look at what's provided for us. We've got a blanket which I didn't use throughout the flight. We've got a pillow that was okay, not that comfortable but still does the job, and we've also got headphones provided to us that I also didn't use as I had my own entertainment system on my tablet. Now here's a look at the IFE display on board the Boeing 777. We've got our trip, we've got movies, TV shows, we've got kids, we've got the Quran, and I'll go through what sort of films and TV shows they have on the entertainment system. It's exactly the same as my flight into Doha on the A380, so no changes there. Overall, I mean, they've got a pretty good selection of films, but nothing to my liking. Which is why I just downloaded a bunch of TV shows from Netflix and just watched those. But the Oryx One system it will keep you occupied regardless throughout the flight. One thing I love about the 777 compared to the A380 are the windows. Now, if you've ever been on an A380, you'll know that there's like a second panel behind the glass, which makes it so annoying to look out. And when you're filming as well, it's quite hard. So the 777 windows I love. It's just one panel of glass, and it's so easy to look through. We've also got air vents and personal lights as well for the dark if you need them. Flight attendants handed out refreshing towels with boarding complete, so pushback should be pretty soon.
6 hours and 45 minutes, and we'll be cruising at an altitude of 36,000 feet. We are expecting generally good weather routes. However,
I filmed the full safety demonstration from Qatar Airways, so if that's something that you like and wanna view, just stay tuned for that. If not, fast forward to the end.
Baggage should be securely stowed in the overhead compartments or under the seats in front of you. Take care when opening your air lockers, as items do fall out. In-flight entertainment monitors must be folded away. Please fasten your seatbelt for taxi, takeoff and landing. Insert the letter N at the back of the clips. To adjust, pull the strap to tighten the belt. To unfasten, lift the flap and pull the ends apart. When the seatbelt sign is illuminated, you must remain on your seat with your seatbelt fastened. If you plan to sleep during the flight, please keep your seatbelt fastened and visible to cabin crew. For safety reasons, with the exception of handheld personal electronic devices in flight mode, the use of electronic devices is not permitted for takeoff and landing, and such devices must remain switched off until advised by cabin crews. Please remove all devices from charging ports for takeoff and landing. If you drop your electronic devices under your seat, please do not operate the seat controls. Instead, contact a member of the cabin crew for assistance. Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits near your seat. Emergency exits are clearly marked and located as shown. Escape path lighting will guide you to the emergency exit. In case of emergency landing on water, evacuation slides will serve as rafts. Please remember to remove all high-heeled shoes before using the slide and leave all hand baggage behind. We strictly observe a non-smoking policy at all times on board all our aircraft. Electronic smoking devices are also not permitted. Smoking in the toilet will activate a smoke alarm. Smoking on board the aircraft and tampering with the smoke detectors are criminal offences punishable by law. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, please adopt the appropriate brace positions. For those facing rearwards in the premium cabin, please adopt this brace position. carefully control. If oxygen is required, masks will appear from above you. Pulling the mask towards you will activate the oxygen supply. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the band to secure it, and breathe normally. When your mask is fitted correctly, you may then assist others. Your life jacket is either beside you, next to you, or underneath your seat. When instructed by the crew, remove it from its container and pull it over your head. Bring the tape around your waist and fasten in front, pulling firmly to secure. Only inflate the life jacket as you leave the aircraft by pulling the two red toggles sharply downwards. You can also inflate or top up the life jacket by blowing into the mouthpiece. The life jacket has a whistle to attract attention and a light that will automatically illuminate when in water. Infant life jackets will be distributed by the cabin crew. To help with the final preparations for takeoff, please ensure your seat is in a fully upright position, your window shade is open or set to the clear position, your tray table and footrest are stowed, and your seatbelt is fastened. The QSuite door will be locked in the open position by the crew and should remain open for taxi, takeoff and landing.
Carry all electrical goods with lithium batteries in your cabin bag. This includes power banks and any spare batteries. All electronic devices must be disconnected from in-seat power during taxi, takeoff and landing. Please take care not to let them fall down the side of the seat. And if you notice any device overheating, please notify a member of the cabin crew immediately. For more information, please visit QatarAirways.com.
Pushback has started. We actually departed on time, and one thing I've realized is with these Qatar flights, I've had 4 of them. We've never been delayed, and we've always departed on time and arrived pretty much on time, so that is a massive plus compared to all the other aircrafts and airlines that I've flown on. So I've also decided to include the full departure from taxi to takeoff, so if that's something you're not interested in, just fast forward to 31:33. But if this is something that you do enjoy watching, just stay tuned. It is really nice. There's a beautiful departure from Doha where you see downtown Doha as well as the Pearl Islands and Lusail as well. Now this is being filmed on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so apologies for any rash camera movements or whether there's any blurriness in my footage. But I want to talk about the boarding process and staff and how simple it was and how easy it was. I've flown with other airliners. I've flown with Lufthansa, British Airways, Emirates, and I think none of them have compared to Qatar Airways and how great they've been. I mean, I mentioned it just a bit before, but everything was so smooth. from the airport to the staff to boarding the aircraft. I can't speak highly enough of them. They have been dubbed as one of the best airliners in the world, and I think they have been living up to that. They've done everything that they should be doing in a positive manner. The staff are always friendly, and one thing I do want to mention is throughout my flight, I had one of the best flight attendants I've ever had on any flight in my life. I've flown quite a lot in my lifetime. This is my 21st country that I've been to, so I do have a lot of experience when it comes to flight attendants. But the lady that I had, my word, she was incredible. And I noticed that she was pretty nice to me and my brother compared to everyone else, which is what you want to see. She always had a smile. She was making jokes with us. She gave me second servings of food as I was pretty hungry and I wanted to taste the chicken pasta. But we'll get to that point when it comes to the food service. But yeah, thank you to her and the rest of the crew members on board this flight. They were probably the best flight crew attendants I have ever had on a flight. Now, enough waffling from me. Enjoy this lovely taxi and take off, and then I'll catch you in a bit. Something I do want to talk about is the interactive map feature on the IFE system. As you can see here, it is pretty outdated. It's quite bad. Now on the flight I had it into Doha on the A380, obviously everything was pretty new, but this IFE system, it was very, very bad, and the lack of a camera was also quite a disappointment. We had a quick snack service as well for some nuts and a drink. I chose Coke, which was pretty cool to have actually. Also, I just can't stand it when the person in front of me reclines their seat all the way back. I know they have every right to, but it's just so annoying. The meal service was decent. We had a nice dessert that actually tasted really good. Water, we had a soft drink, which again, I went for Coke. Had this vegetable thing here, which looks like it has cheese on top as well. A bread. And then for my mains, I had a beef dish with rice and broccoli, which tasted quite decent. I also had the chicken pasta, which I'll show you here. But my preference was actually the beef with Mexican rice, which tasted really good. And we also had this beautiful sunset, which honestly was just so nice to look at. Right before landing, we were also given a snack, which was a hot chicken sandwich, and that was quite nice as well. So we've begun our descent into London Heathrow Airport, and I would show you what it looks like, but as you can see here, it's just fully cloud, which isn't a great sight to look at, but eventually the clouds do disappear. Again, I'll put in the full landing sequence here for you, and if that's something that you're not a big fan of, just skip ahead. Honestly, at this point, it was just so miserable coming back into London. I had spent 10 days in Doha and in Muscat, and then coming back to this freezing cold weather with proper cloudy weather as well. It did not feel that good. So part of me wished I was back in the sunny skies of Qatar and Oman. as we taxi back to the gate on Heathrow Terminal 4, I just wanted to give my final thoughts on how today's flight went. I was thoroughly impressed. Honestly, I think it was one of the best flights I've had. Everything just was so peaceful. Everything ran smoothly from the beginning to the end. The food was nice, staff were excellent, flight was pretty cool as well. The seats were comfortable, had ample legroom space minus that extension of the seat in front of me. I had my own entertainment as well on my iPad, so I didn't really use the IFE system. But other than that, I thought everything was pretty good, and if I'm honest, it's probably one of the best flights I've taken. With number one probably going to British Airways on their business class flight to Tokyo. But would I take Qatar Airways again? 100% I would. Do I think that they're one of the best airliners out there? Yes, that is a fact, especially with the service that I've received on each of the Qatar Airways flights that I've taken. I did mention it before, but again, the flight attendant that I had was excellent, arguably one of the best flight attendants I've ever had on a flight, and I just want to say a massive thank you to her for making it a really nice experience. And Qatar Airways, I just want to thank them for giving me 4 really good flights, and I can't think of any complaints, which is rare because on any airline I take there's always complaints, whether it's delays or just service, lack of food, etc. And Qatar Airways actually delivered on all of them. 100% again, I would fly with them. And stay tuned because I'll be doing a comparison video of Emirates and Qatar Airways on my experience on both airlines, as well as doing a comparison video of the A380 and Boeing 777. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. As always, thank you for watching this very long trip report. Can't really say anything else apart from the fact that Qatar Airways was incredible, and the Boeing 777 that I flew on was really nice. I think I preferred that more than the A380 due to a lot of factors, but again, I'll leave that for another video. If you've come this far, I appreciate the support. Please leave a like and press that subscribe button. I have a lot of Doha content and Muscat content coming out, so give that a watch. You might enjoy it if you ever do plan to go to either of those cities. And yeah, as always, thank you for watching this video.